Hi everyone, welcome to today's trade of the day, and for today's trade of the day we will be looking at the dollar CAD. Now I chose this pair because on the daily it seems like there is a very interesting configuration, and we know that price is on a downtrend. How do we know that? It's because price has been making highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? Interestingly as well, okay, if we were to look into history, alright, we see a price made a high here, came all the way down, made a double bottom pattern, something like a double bottom pattern, before pushing back up. Now if we were to use that and project it onto what's happening currently, price made a high, price came all the way down, looks to be making a double bottom pattern at least, right, before maybe a smaller bounce. Okay, but what we know for sure, or with greater certainty, is that price seems to be pulling back to the same low. Okay, so just go ahead and put our support level over here. I'm going to put our support level over here. Okay, so this can also be our take profit target, and quickly let's go down to the 4 hours. So on a 4 hour chart, we see that price actually made a low over here and pushed higher to a high. We can actually use Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high, open all Fibonacci ratios, right? And we see that this level here, okay, is actually pretty close to our 61.8. So if anything, this could be a target zone, right? This could very well be a target zone. So let me just go ahead and highlight the 61.8. Okay, so we have our take profit target. So I'm just going to use this as take profit. Okay, now what we can expect price to do is making sort of a zigzag pattern, push down, right? So we can use Fibonacci extension as well. Okay, from point 1 to point 2 to point 3, and we see that the 100% is actually right on this target zone as well, right? Oh, my take profit word disappeared. Okay, so this should be take profit. Okay, so very clearly this is a very strong level. Okay, we have it on the daily as graphical. We have 4 hour 61.8 and also the 100% extension. So now we just need to find our stop loss and entry. Okay, we also see that this movement is done, so we can actually use a retracement from this high to this low. Alright, so point 1 to point 2, open all Fibonacci ratios. We see that price reacted right at 50%. So because this is a recent graphical swing high, let's just put in as a resistance first. Okay, so price reacted right at 50%. Okay, so let's just highlight this 50%. Okay, and very quickly let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, so I'm just going to put an arrow in to show our directional bias. Right, so now on the 1 hour we see that price sort of drifted sideways before pushing higher, right? So, and price made, instead of in the downtrend, price should, like I mentioned earlier, price should make a series of lower lows and lower highs, right? But over here, instead of lower low, lower highs, price made a low and it started making highs and higher lows and higher highs this time. So if we were to combine these 3 lows, something like that, we actually have a short-term ascending trend line support, right? Ascending trend line support. So we need price to break below this ascending trend line support. Okay, price to break below this ascending trend line support to confirm that we are going to go lower. In fact, price breaking the ascending trend line support will show us that price is starting to make a lower low, right? Because right now we are seeing a higher low. Okay, so I'm going to have my entry at this level, my sell entry at this level, very simply, and this level that we identify on the 4 hour will be our stop loss, but I'm not going to put it exactly there. I'm going to back up the stop loss a bit, alright, to give my trade a bit of room to breathe, right? So this will be the general trade idea. Okay, last but not least, we can actually use moving average, alright, to check whether moving average will work to show us the trend. Okay, I'm a bit hesitant because right now the market just came out of a sideways move. So if we were to use a not so sensitive moving average, something wider, let's say 34, okay, we see that moving average price is chopping around moving average with price just right on moving average. Okay, so moving average here doesn't work, right? So all we can do is actually rely on our Fibonacci and graphical price levels. Alright, so it's a waiting game for this dollar CAD, waiting for dollar CAD to break below 130. So once it breaks below, we know that we can go short. However, should price actually push higher above the 50%, the alternative target is this swing high here, right? We can use this swing high as our alternative target. Okay, so thanks everyone for tuning in. That's the time that we have for today. I wish you guys all the best, and I'll catch you guys again. Thank you.